What's happening, people? So Bethesda is in like full damage control, man. This has been a really fun time for me when it comes to shit going on because everywhere, somewhere in gaming, someone's fucking up. I'm really concerned about this Friday's release of Ultimate Smash Bros. Cause that's the only company that has not fucked something up. Holy shit. Think about it. First it was Blizzard. Then it was fucking Sony with, well, technically first over it was Sony with the fucking PlayStation Classic, in which it is a horrible fucking machine. I don't have one. I know a few people who do, and they really hate the bitch. And for every reason that I mentioned beforehand, basically. I said it, they're like, I'm living it. I'm like, I don't know why the fuck you bought it. So anyway, that aside. Sony fucked up. Blizzard fucked up. Bethesda is fucked up right now. I think they see something that maybe a few people might have said would happen, me being one of these people, which is Bethesda has fucked themselves really bad in a very short amount of time to where they're worried about their next couple games. Like, that's a real thing right now. They didn't think this through. They really didn't. I'm sorry, they didn't think it through. Because people might not run out real fast and buy the next Elder Scrolls due to this. You dig what I'm saying? Bethesda realizes, oh fuck, we have a plan to release some content. And what's the best way to avoid a lawsuit? Because a lawsuit that would have happened would have probably bankrupted them. Okay, they make a ton of money. I'm not saying that they don't, but a lawsuit that magnitude would do a lot more damage to the company than good. So if they didn't physically go bankrupt over the lawsuit, the fact they wouldn't be making any more fucking money because nobody would be buying their shit is the same equivalence in a lot of ways, because it ends up with them closing their doors. So they want to get out there in front and they want to stop a lawsuit from happening so they can save what little reputation they do have before it's just obliterated all the bullshit. Okay? So they release a thing on Twitter. They're like, yes, we're going, if you bought this $200 piece of shit collector's items that we sent out, they have a website set up for it, and I think you got to provide like proof you bought it. But they're sending out the real bag, and I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's too fucking late. You feel what I'm saying? And they saw that, oh, it was a bait and switch, and a bait and switch can get you fucked up out here. So when it comes to a company getting fucked up financially is the same as catching these hands. Alright? And I'm pretty sure Bethesda just saw that they were fixing to catch some hands and they weren't going to be able to make a comeback. And people were like, this is the first time they've attempted online. And I'm like, did you forget Elder Scrolls Online? Like, is that something nobody knows anything about? Because I know it exists. I've never played it, but I know it's there. So that being said, Bethesda, why even risk this? This seems like somebody needs to be going into somebody's office at Bethesda and firing somebody. That's what it sounds like to me. Or we can keep it 100. It sounds like somebody needs to go into someone's office with a nice little, big ass whipping behind them to come through that fucking door and tell them, we're not going to fire you right now, and we're not going to give you medical leave, we're just going to leave you fucking knocked out on the floor. Let's keep it 100. Because somebody made that call. And when they made that call, I guarantee you this was not the outcome they saw. But somebody said, we might not want to do this. Somebody had to. I don't believe a company or a developer like Bethesda has 100% morons working for them. So somewhere, someone said this isn't a good idea, and the morons were like, well, majority rules, and we say this is a good idea. So somewhere, somebody called it, and Bethesda's up their own ass about it. They're trying to get out in front of it and everything. It's sad to see what a company can do to itself when its head stays up its ass. Sony, take notes. And I say that because they're skipping E3. Days Gone is still not out. Has anybody heard anything about Days Gone? Because I'm trying to figure out why they are skipping E3 and Days Gone is not out. Death Stranding is still not out. They were talking about a possible Until Dawn 2 game. The Order of 1886 was supposed to get a sequel. What's going on with that? There's plenty of things, Sony, for you to go to E3 with. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You don't necessarily have to have a presentation. You can have a roundtable discussion. This way, all of you can sit around talking about these projects that are still not out yet. But, like I said, back to Bethesda, man. They are trying to jump out in front of this thing. They want to get ahead of it because they know once it hits, it's going to be bad. And the next game that comes out is more than likely going to be Elder Scrolls 6. Excuse me. And I don't think they want that to hit Elder Scrolls 6 as hard as it's going to hit. So they're trying to soften the blow. Because even if you're the most diehard Elder Scrolls fan, right now with the shit going on with Bethesda, you have got to be in your head going, I don't know if I should support anything this company does. Because of the fucking shit show they've created with one of their main fucking IPs. This is one of their main franchise IPs. So is Elder Scrolls. What's to say they won't do the same shit to their other fucking mainstream IP? Who's to say they won't do it then? You see what I'm saying? So, before that thought starts really seeping into people's heads, they want to jump out in front of it and try to soften the blow. So, that's what I think. You could think a whole nother way. I know I went off on a little side thing for some fucking reason when it came to Sony. My bad. I'm going to leave it there because I do this raw shit. You guys know that. And I'm out this bitch, though. Peace.